Well, she doesn't get to fight enough, so you've got to do the beating up.
Oh, she gets to fight.
Oh, does she?
Oh, yeah.
Is there like some good fighting coming up for her?
In fact, I just watched her fight. You're bad. You're badass.
You wrote it.
That's awesome. All right. Okay. So, how busy are you these days?
Very busy. I'm very busy. I think my wife had me declared dead.
That seems fair.
Yeah. You know, there's no one to complain to, and there's nothing to complain about. I mean, I grew up loving superheroes and wanting to be a writer, and that I get to be one of the team of people that's part of this, you know, amazing set of shows and set of casts. I'm beyond blessed and just really excited about every new opportunity that comes along.
Right. So far with Arrow and the Flash, I mean, they have such a different tone.
Yeah.
I mean, the stories are somewhat related, but the tone is so different. What's it like going back between those, and going forward, how do you think that's going to be an issue?
It actually is a help to me because it doesn't make me feel like I'm constantly working on the same thing, just more of the same.
Right.
I mean, it really is like, oh, like now it's Arrow Brain, and Arrow is such a different show, and you know, it's dark and moody and you know, grim, and you know, we have a villain, you know, we have Murmur coming up, who's a Flash villain that everyone in the Flash room says we should use Murmur, and I'm like, there's no way that guy's so dark and twisted and evil, and then I'm like, oh, we put him on Arrow, and I walked down the hall, I'm like, oh, we should put Murmur on Arrow. So you know, it's sometimes like they help feed each other. So like when you have your sort of dark, twisted thoughts, and you're like, how can we hurt characters? I can go down the hall and do that to them on Arrow. And when you think like how great it would be to make everybody like, you know, cry and hug and feel good about each other, you get to move down the hall and do that on Flash.
So are you pretty committed to keeping Flash at least bright and sunny, even if there's bad stuff happening, or is it going to go dark too? Or like, it's hard to say.
You know, I think there's a certain, even going back to the pilot, I think there's a certain innate darkness in Flash. I mean, just because of Barry and what he's gone through, but you know, it's hard to, you know, you're doing a show about a child whose parent, you know, his mother was murdered and his father was sent to prison. You know, and it's not so much a question of, you know, not having dark elements. It's really more of a question of just how the characters relate to each other and how they deal with those dark elements. And obviously, Oliver chooses to deal with his. Can I say hi to my boss? What? What do you want to know?
She wants to know about Snowberry. Yeah, what's happening with Snowberry? Yeah, tell her.
You know more than these people do. You've done stuff.
Yeah, I've done stuff. I said Snowberry Shippers would be very excited for episode 19.
Yeah, they're gonna die. But West Allen are gonna die for episode 15 and episode 21. 20.
They really are gonna love this.
I don't know. Just watch them all. Hey, I got a lot of show numbers in my head.
Although, if you don't know, we should probably be worried at this point. Yeah. If somebody knows, it should be.
Hey, it's, you know, all the state capitals are gone now, so.
Oh, they're not important.
Yeah.
So not important.
Sorry, you were saying?
Oh, I have no idea anymore. But.
And last question.
Okay. So what would you want to tease other than vague things about Snowberry and West Allen for the shows coming up?
We've got a bunch more crossovers coming up. You know, they're not as sort of like all, you know, it's not like both shows coming over to each other, but you know, we've got Ray and Felicity coming to Flash. We have Laurel and Captain Lance coming to Flash.
Okay.
We have a Flash character going to Arrow in an upcoming episode, and I don't know. I mean, we're really proud of. You know, I think a lot of people, or certainly our families, were worried that like doing more shows would start to diminish water down the product, and if anything, it sort of energized us. And you know, we're as proud of these last run of Arrow episodes as any of the stuff we've done before, and we just feel like Flash. We're so excited for the season. We're really excited.